Hello everybody, you just decided to buy this fantastic workshop, Deep Dive PowerShell for System Center Configuration Manager. Wow, that's now. You know, PowerShell is so important today to everybody. You need to know PowerShell for everything, of course. You need to know PowerShell for System Center, for RBAC, for Citrix, for Server Manager, for Active Directory. So this is the good place to be. I will be your trainer for more than 8 hours on PowerShell for System Center, SCCM. So it's the US version of this course, and my name is Fabrice Chanowski. I'm so happy, so excited to be with you. So my name is Fabrice Chanowski. Maybe you know me because if you type on YouTube my name, I did a lot of video in French, but now I'm doing some video in English. I love sharing my knowledge. Knowledge needs to be shared. If you keep your knowledge for you, what will you do with it? You must share it to everybody. That's what I'm doing today. So I live in Malta. It's a fantastic island in the Mediterranean. So you can see two pictures. At the bottom, this is where I live actually. So I am over there since this year, and my work is to provide you and to share knowledge with free kind of workshop. I'm doing IRL, so in real life streaming training, where you will be able to connect to a Zoom or go to training, and for 1 or 2 days max, I will do a challenging training. Challenging training, it's new. Don't stay 5 days in a classroom with lab slide. Just try to do it by your own. This is my new way. I want you to find solution. I don't want you to follow step by step a course. I am building also your workshop. So if you're in a company and you need me to build a workshop with your VM, your domain, your username, I can do it with my staff. And also, and this is it actually, you can follow offline online workshop video, and this is what you are looking actually. So the website, it's actually in French, but I will translate it, is fluctuationit.com. So what do I know? My expertise are the following today. I can provide, and I'm doing a lot of Citrix since more than 20 years on XenApp, XenDesktop, and NetScaler. NetScaler is something you put on DMZ. I am also a Microsoft trainer on all 2016 server, all the new build until the last build, managing actually and installing Windows 10, Skype for Business, System Center Suite, Office 365, Azure, and Amazon, of course, and RBAC, VMware, and Xen Server. And I'm doing a lot of PowerShell, of course. Now that's why you're here. So before the training, if you're just learning PowerShell, you can follow my training. I did a small training of 3 hours max, not more, maybe 2.5, about on-demand PowerShell. It's for dummies. Everybody's dummies. I was a dummy, okay? So it's okay. Everybody's dummy in the life. So for the lab, what do you need? So the lab, you need one domain controller, of course, to host the Active Directory. You need a second server to install System Center site role. You can install the boot that you want. And after, you will need another server, member of the domain, where we install the Windows Update Point. And you need 2 or 3 or 4 clients. You want 2 is okay, with Windows 10, last build, 1803, and Windows 7. If you need a complete lab, of course, send me an email. My email is at the end of the training, and I can send you the price. We're hosting very cheap, lab, all is well configuration, so you just have to go and pay. It's not expensive. You can host it on your laptop, on your desktop, on Azure, on Amazon, and on Fluctuation IT if you want so. So the course, about this workshop, this is a workshop, okay, because it's on a subject, SCCM PowerShell. So this workshop will give you the tools to use PowerShell for System Center SCCM. What do you need to know? Okay, like every time, small knowledge or strong knowledge is better. Strong knowledge on Active Directory. SCCM, of course, that's better, because if you don't know SCCM, it will be very hard for you. I am planning to do a new training on SCCM, going to be a workshop about challenging training. And knowledge of Windows PowerShell is, of course, important. So after this workshop, you will be able to manage site roles, manage site setting, all this with PowerShell, of course, discovery method, boundaries and boundary groups. You will be able to create collection. You will be able to add site system roles. You will be also able to manage and change the site settings. You'll be able to create collections. Of course, about security access to SCCM and infra, you will be able to manage roles and scopes. You will be also able to manage the push way to install client. Of course, how you will be able, of course, install package and application, deploy software updates, compliance settings. You will be able to manage monitoring alerts and status settings, and of course, operating system deployment and little automation. So here is the outline details. So the first we will see how to manage resources. It's going to be part 1 about discovery. Discovery is important to know, of course, how to research and to set the discovery method to find computer user groups. The second part will be the part 2 of discovery. After, of course, we have the device, the DDR in database. Now, your goal is to create and manage collection. User and device collection will be more in device collection. After, 4, managing boundary. Of course, boundary is very important. And boundary group, you know, it's for site assignment, mandatory. After that, 5, we'll see how to manage push installation configuration. So how do you install the client? How do you configure the push method? After, in 6, client setting. So how is it working and how to create new client setting. In 7, we will see the operation status. How do you invoke something? So to refresh the client. So client notification, client operation. After, in 8, how to deploy software and package. How do you do preparation of your DP and MP. After, we'll see 9, how to deploy package and applications. Not the same, of course. After, something very nice is how to use SCCM and Windows Update Services to deploy your software update. So the integration with WSUS, managing software update groups more easily, to group them in one update group, and also creating package to push them directly to the client. In 11, we'll see, of course, automatic deployment rules, how to do something so you don't have to approve them. After, compliance, very interesting, creating item, deploying baseline. 13, how to do operating system deployment. This is one of the great future, fantastic. I'm very excited to see that with you. So how to modify boot image and import driver. Import operating system, WINPE file. Create and deploy task sequence. In 16, site settings. So how do you manage the roles? In 17, how to add roles. You have a lot of roles, more than 17 roles. In 18, how to add a secondary site. In 19, if you are more than one managing SCCM, you will need, of course, to create admin user and add them to scopes and to roles. In 20, we'll see how to do implementation about endpoint protection, anti-malware from Microsoft. And 21, it's going to be security monitoring. So just some example about some command I will see. See, so it's very deep dive. We'll see how to manage discovery with the get CM discovery method, how to set, how to do a new CM schedule. After that, we'll see how to manage collection devices with new CM devices, with, of course, how to do a refresh, how to manage schedule. After, we'll see boundaries. Boundaries, how you add site? How do you create boundary on IP, for example, or on a site Active Directory? After we'll see, like I told you, the push installation. So how do you prepare it? How do you install the client? After we'll see client operation. About client operation, it's the client notification, invoke something, for example. The client setting, of course. With the getCM client settings, remove it, new. Package and software, how do you prepare the DP for packaging? How do you add a DP, a second one if you want? After, how do you deploy software, package and application? So new CM program, of course. After, we're going to see new CM application. WSUS integration, how do you do that? Very exciting. The compliance about the new CM configuration item, and of course the baseline here. After operating system deployment, how do you prepare with the test sequence? It's going to be two parts. The goal, Pixie, boot devices. So exciting. Site setting and maintenance. About the getCM site maintenance task. The site roles. How do you add roles? How do you add a secondary site? The anti-malware of the endpoint, just enable it and create anti-malware policies. And monitoring, very important about summarization and create alert. The security role here, same thing. And automation, wow, that's a fantastic training. Really follow it. It's, a chance for you, because it's very rare, not often you will see a workshop like this. So get it, buy it, it's not expensive. And really, it's amazing what you can do with PowerShell. So you see the timeline, Module 1, Module 2, Module 3, 4, WSUS compliance, site management, security monitoring, automatization, operating system deployment. This is the timeline. So, of course, if you need some question, just send it to fluctuationit@gmail.com. Come with me, follow this training, go, do it. It's important to really know how to manage it. So really, take it, buy it, and I will offer a lot of goodies you will see after the Google Drive. Thank you to all, and really nice workshop. Bye-bye, see you soon, folks.